In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up a safety net for your ad spend with Facebook. Because sometimes as you manage multiple campaigns and possibly multiple ad accounts, it's easy to lose track on what you're spending on, and this has led to quite some cases where people spend more than they intended, or with an unchecked spending, they max out their credit cards. So this would be fantastic for you to set some kind of security in place. And the other reason would be just in case of a minuscule chance that your ad account had got hacked, this would be the maximum that you would so-called lose. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is the payment settings, and as you can see that this account, we have set up the account spending limit. But let's just rewind back a little bit on how we arrive at a page like this. So what you want to do is that when you log into your business account for Facebook, you want to go to the top left menu and head down to billing. So this is the page where Facebook will send you all the invoices for every time you do an ad spend or a billing, but we're not going to stop here. So what you want to do is you want to go to the top right and click on payment settings. And we'll arrive at this familiar page. Now, by default, if your account is brand new, you're going to see that there's no account spending limit, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to click on change, and we can put in any amount that you want. So this account's currency is in US dollars, and currently this is set to 300 USD, and I'll click on update limit. So what happens is that after an ad spend of 300 US dollars, the account will stop spending. And for me to continue spending, I will either A, click on the reset button, which is what I should be doing anyway. Alright, I'll click on reset, and I'm going to confirm that. And this allows me to continue spending with the ad account again, or I can also click on change and increase it to a higher limit, let's say 500 US dollars. So this is totally up to you. There's no so-called magic number. But as a rule of thumb, you don't want to put such a low amount, such as like $10 or $20. Otherwise, you want to keep coming back here and reset the ad spend at $5 to $10 or $20 for that matter. So you want to set up something a little bit higher, like a few $100s for beginners. And if you're spending a lot by the day, then obviously you want to increase your ad account spending limit. So that's really all there is to it. And if you want to remove this limit for whatever the reason, you can click on remove. And we're back to the default. So with that said, I'm just going to change this back to $300 because that was the intended spending limit for this account. And there we go. We have just set up a security net in place for your ad spend with your credit card or debit card for that matter. Spy tools are now a thing of the past because even within Facebook itself, you can already start spying on any active advertisements that pages are running. And this has been the case since 2018, where Facebook, in an act of trying to be more transparent and of course to adjust with their Privacy Act, they start to allow anyone with a curious mind, and provided you know where to look at, to start viewing active advertisements that are being run by a page. So at this point, I've just opened up two particular examples, and I want to show you how you can spy on any Facebook pages that might or might not be running any advertisements. So for the purpose of this particular example, I'm going to show you Gary Vaynerchuk's FB page. And yes, he's one of the top social media advocates and moguls. And in every Facebook page that you check out, right, you can always go to this part called the page transparency. And by the way, you can also view this in mobile. Alright, you want to check out the page transparency, click on see more. And again, I'm not saying that what I'm teaching you is a very rocket science kind of thing. If you know where to look for this kind of information, it's pretty much right there, okay? And what we're seeing here right now is that you want to pay attention to this at the bottom, ads from this page. And ironically, this page is not currently running any advertisements. So with that said, when you see Facebook pages that are not running any active advertisements at all, this is what's going to show. It's not running any active ads, okay? So let's go check out another example. This is by renowned internet entrepreneur Frank Kern, and let's take a look at page transparency again. And you can see that this page is currently running ads. So if you want to take a look at what kind of advertisements that this page is running at the present time, we'll click on Go to Ad Library, and we'll take a look at the advertisements that are being run by the page, but normally the filter would be by your country. So here's the thing, like for example, I'm viewing this from Malaysia right now and he's not running any active advertisements here. So what you want to do is you want to click on perhaps filter by all countries, so we can take a look at the advertisements that he is running or this page is running, okay? Or you can even filter by specific countries like United States, and let's have a look. So we know that these are the advertisements that are running to the United States in particular, okay? And again, if you want to go filter, you can check out all. So once again, what I'm sharing you here, to be very frank, it's not rocket science. Again, if you know where to look at, this is pretty much the place where you can see the advertisements that are being run by a page. And this is useful in a sense that if you are going to be an agency and you're planning to run advertisements for your clients, you can spy on their competitors to see whether they are running any advertisements, or if they are running any, at least get sort of measure up what kind of competition you're up against. Now, this does not mean that it's a license for you to copy what other people are doing, and at the same time, just know that your competitors or any other Facebook marketer that know what they're doing, they can pretty much spy on your advertisements just as well. But again, this should not concern you or worry you, because in the grand scheme of things, who you really want to impress or who you really want to get are your target customers or your target clients. And most of the time, given the niche, they're not going to be aware of what I'm sharing you, despite the obvious, unless you're obviously marketing to an internet marketing savvy crowd. Then that would be a different story altogether. However, that shouldn't be of concern. Now, what's the use of spying on Facebook ads that are being run by pages like this? I just want to say that it's a good fact finding. It's good for you to model after what is working or what is not working and avoid them. And at least you have a good idea what kind of competition you are up against. All right. So as you can see, it's a very simple tool, and you don't have to buy any third-party tools like old days anymore. It's pretty much right here. In fact, you can just go to facebook.com/ads/library, and you can pretty much check out any other Facebook page. Let's just say, for the fun of it, let's go to Star Wars. Okay. And this is the official Star Wars. And let's see if they're running any advertisements, and yes, they do. Okay, so you can see what kind of advertisements they're running, and if you take a look, you can see what platforms they're running on as well. Like this is on Instagram exclusively, this is on Facebook exclusively, and there we go.